it says it's scheduled.
So
Oh,
I'm
there you
on schedule. Schedule.
Yeah, it said scheduled for like 9:54.
Okay.
Weird. I'm watching now.
Okay. So the billboard up there to the right, they use that for DLC coming.
Mm.
So usually that's like an Easter egg to what's coming, but as you can see, it says Land Rover and it's already out. And this is, you have sign and you get traffic that goes by. You got a gas station here. This is your whole shop right here. This is what you start off with before you get any additions.
Buffering. Oh, there we go.
The black car right there is an Emden Lots. That's the car I'm gonna repair. I gotta add some tuning parts to it. You get a flatbed over here. A little bench, phone, some goodies. Maybe walk in here. No, you cannot go in a convenience store. Sucks. This is minus the door in the back. This is what it looks like when you first start. This is basically all you got. Right? Your tire stuff's here, wheel balancer. Over here you got your spring puller and your battery, all right here. But then this area has a school bus, and all those boxes up there are down here on the floor. So obviously when you pay to expand this, this is what it looks like afterwards. This is your engine crane. It's the only thing you can use over there. This is a Land Rover Defender, by the way. If you couldn't tell, I'm getting ready to work on, and a Bolt Mosquito. So then obviously, you get money to unlock this area. This is a bench you can repair. That's a repair bench. This is a body for body parts. This is for body parts. Regular parts. And this is your brake lathe that you unlock. Obviously you don't have that on a game you got.
Right.
And then this is where you put your engine stand. Obviously you can see there's a lot more room in the shop you got.
Yeah.
A lot more room to work around it. This is for your body parts as well. And this is your warehouse, which you can see is very different from what you got. Once you unlock this is your warehouse, and then you can go in here and you hit that, and this is everything I got. This is all suspension and stuff, what I have. Warehouse 2. Warehouse 1 is all engine. 3 is all my exhaust, everything related to the exhaust. 4 is everything related to gearbox. 5 is anything electrical. Like even, you know, the batteries, battery modules, fuse boxes. And of course I have like used fuses that I can use. And then 6 is all my body parts, as you can see. So that's what you get, 6 warehouses. But it's a lot more spacious, this whole area, than what it is on yours.
Yeah.
And then, when you get all this upgraded, or however you do it, this is for detailing right here. Your interior detailing kit, and that's your welder. And obviously this is your toolbox that you can upgrade. And as you see, all my shit's, everything here is bought, right? Oh yeah, and here's they just added this. This right here's a window tint toolkit, which I have not used yet. Now I'll go back. They added this right here, where you can take, this is a salvage container. I'll click on this and just kind of show you. Gotta hit the, on the right it tells you a big bonus if you hit the 3. So I didn't hit it. I'll try to get this one. Nope. Oh, I got a big bonus on that one. Nope. So all those bad parts I just had, all 4 of them, I just salvaged. And up in the top right hand corner, that blue number, those are my salvage parts. What I can do is I can grab a part and bring it in here, and I can turn it into a 3-star part, which means the part itself will be worth more valuable when I put it into another car.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Then you have this right here. This, I'm sure you recognize this. This is your test path. I'm sure you know what that looks like. This right here is your headlight. You can align your headlights, and you can align your wheels. Those are the 2 newest machines there. All that. Then we come over here, and this is the paint booth, which is very different. And obviously you can customize the floor and everything else.
Right.
So when you come in here, this is, obviously it's not too different from what you got. But so you can, if I had a part, I could paint a part. if I wanted to. This is the top parts for the car, bottom parts for a part. So you can actually paint parts on this game. Then we'll go over here. One of my favorite things. It's a car wash. This is where you bring your car to be washed. This thing right here, that's your car wash, and this is your interior detailing kit. What I usually do, like if I go to a barn and find a car that's $3,000 less than the value of it, I'll bring it here, I'll wash it, I'll do an interior detail, and it'll probably go up about $1,500, the value of it. And then if there's any parts I feel I need to take out of it, usually if it's $1,500 above my profit, then I usually take a few parts from it, salvage a few parts. And then here's your engine dyno. No, you cannot go upstairs. They won't allow you to go up. Here's, not like the other one, how you got that one side of the shop you can go up where the couches are and shit.
Yeah.
Here you don't, and you got a toolbox in here too. And that's all the buildings you can unlock.
Oh yeah.
That's the outside of it, and then what I'll do is I gotta go up front here. I'll show you. See, you look at my parking. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 parking things full of vehicles to work on.
Damn.
But yeah, right now they go up to 20. I own 20 parking alleys. I don't know how high it goes, but that's 500 grand for that one. But we'll go to the racetrack, test track, normal stuff. Test track is where you find out what's wrong with rubber bushings and shit. I've got a car auctions. This is way different than either one of the couple car mechanic games that came out. This is really, and I love it. I think this is one of the best things they added in this game. And so you got, let me know when you see it. You see it?
Oh, you got the different.
Yeah. This one right here, Kowalski's Car Auctions. This is your high-end cars.
Gotcha.
Like, say if we go here, say we're going to go do the Nismo.
Mm.
You're going to load? Yeah. Like, you can tell, like, there's a couple other cars here. But, I mean, the condition of this car looks like it's already been done and everything. It's a 5-star car, so I doubt nothing's wrong with it, but you got other cars here. I mean, you can't do anything with those. But you got this. So that's what that car auction looks like. And then this one is very different. So you got a bunch of cars here. Where's there a 1-star car? I guess we'll do this right here. The generic version of the Ribson of what you just saw. So you can tell a very different area. Very different area. And you can tell the car's in really bad shape. Considering it's a 1-star car. And what you do, you click on it, you go like this, it tells you what the value is. And you just, you do it if you want it. Which, I mean, that's pretty cheap, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not interested. Sorry. You can obviously look it over. There's literally like no motor in there but the block by the looks of it. So that's auction. And then you do have barns on that game, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how the barns weren't that big, were they?
Nah, you'd find like maybe 1 or 2 cars.
Yeah, the barns on here, you're guaranteed to find 3 every time. I've not found a barn without 3. And you remember how I told you how big the junkyard is? Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till you see that. I'm a parts whore, so I go to the junkyard a lot and try to, sometimes you'll find a 80%, a timing belt for a V8 at 80%. It's worth it, because then you can use that to work, you can use that to, the car salons, obviously, brand new cars, speed track photo locations, which I haven't messed with that stuff because I don't really care. I'll show you how big the junkyard is. I'd say the junkyard's gotta be close to 3 times the size of what you got on yours. And there are so many junk piles that you can look through, it's ridiculous. So as you can see, just with the shop alone, and adding those buildings, that's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And here's the junkyard. What I usually do is I come over here, I look to those two piles, look at that pile, then I look at this pile and I look over there to see if there's any cars down there. There usually isn't. Then there's a pile right behind me I usually get, and I get this pile. Then you walk all the way through. See, this is, even relics, like this is a car I wish I could grab. I just wish I could rebuild that, load that shit back up and work on it. To see, like, there's a car right here. A
Yep.
Bolt Supernova. That's pretty cheap, but you walk through here, get all this right here, swing around. Then you got, like, this reminds you of the Hudson Hornet, the one from Cars.
Haven't made it that far yet.
No.
Yeah.
Yep, that's that. Then you get a pile here, pile up here. Usually there's cars right here in between the pile and the cars. Sometimes there's a car up there in front of that pile. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4 piles here. Then here's another car. Not a moon. Definitely not interested. That's cheap too. I usually loop around here, come here. Sometimes there's a car chilling here. You got all these piles. That's split into 3 piles, just like the other one on the opposite side. So I mean, you can see this place is
Huge.
Yeah, see these. I mean, I could spend less than $20,000. No, less than 25 grand right there for both those cars. And last but not least, I'll show you a barn. They give you a flashlight, but you don't need it. It's not dark enough. It's never dark enough in the barns to use a flashlight. I don't understand the purpose of it. It'd be cool if it was. You know, make them dark enough to where you have to have a flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That'd be something different. I pray to God, man, that when they put out whenever the new one's gonna come out, I hope they do a 2-person online co-op. That would be fucking sweet.
It'd be cool.
I know Relic and I would be all over it. And then lastly, you can see I got 11 barns. This would be a good waste of one. Percentages are the same. Like if it's 15% or higher, you can work on it. If it's 14% or lower, you can't. It sucked because I had a part come off a car I was just working on. It was 14%. It's like, son of a bitch, 1% too much. See, I don't know if you see the barn yet, but there's your flashlight that you don't need. This one looks to be a decent sized barn. I was hoping to give me one of the big ones because there's some that are big. Like there's a wannabe Mustang. And you get over here, there's another car. What is this? No, Secure Super. Yeah, I'm good. How much was it? Yeah, four grand more. How much is this one? Oh, see, like this one right here, this Sam Spectre Fastback standard version. It's $2,700 in a positive. So what I'll do is I'll buy that. I'll wash it up, do the interior, and sell it. Make more of a profit. Then you have this piece of shit. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. It's only $1,200. But this kind of gives you an idea. I mean, you can obviously click on shit, look around. There's a lot of shit in here to look. I'm probably going to regret not looking, but I don't look here. So that's pretty much everything.
Seems like they added a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that window tint was actually on the last update that they had. I haven't, Relics uses it, I haven't. You have to ask him how that is, but I mean, I wouldn't imagine there's much to it. I just imagine like the windows would just turn tint, whatever tint you want it. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna go on it right now and see see if it gives you an option to choose a color, because I'm kind of curious. So yeah, less than 15 minutes you got a tour of my garage.
Yeah.
Way more to do on this game than the other one. See, this is, I'll show you what I do. Go to the car wash. Every time I come here, I think it's, remember that car wash movie with Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of it, but I always think of that for some reason. Now look how nice this thing looks now. And this was in a barn. Just by washing it. And we'll do the interior.
Dang.
Yeah. So now, because I did all that, I could make a $3,200 profit off it. So what I'll do is I'll open it up. I'll look at the motor. Is there a starter? Yep. See, I'll take the starter. I look for the most commonly used things. Starter and fuel pump are always number one. But there's never a fuel pump in the fuel tank. Yeah, and then I just, you know, like... No, that doesn't look too bad. Nope, I can fix that. Alternator. See, even though that's shitty, I'll take that. And I think we're good. Those are some important parts. And I'm still going to make $2,900 off it. So it's not going to cost me shit for those parts. So when I put those on a car I work on, it's like free money. There you go. Yeah, this is the Land Rover Defender. I haven't rebuilt one yet. I've only rebuilt one of them. The Evoque I've rebuilt, but not that one. I'm going to work on it so I can get some experience, because I do have one. Because if you look at my parking, I got a Jaguar, Nissan Silvia, Land Rover, a couple of Porsches, a couple more Jaguars, Porsche, Jaguar. Oh, you haven't seen this car. This is a new car they added to the game. I'm hoping you can see it. I'll actually move it to the garage. This is a new car that you don't have on that one. It's a generic. I think it's a Lambo wannabe. Let me know when you see it. You see it?
Trying to figure out what Lamborghini that is.
Yeah. Well, this is what it comes up as. A Morena Bizzarini. And I can't remember on that game, on the old one. You look on the bottom left where it says can be found at. Did it have that with cars on the old game? I can't remember. Yeah, so that tells you auction and barn. I've actually found some of these. Like, this is what and you look at this right here. This tells you what I paid for it, as is. That's cheap. Because if you look at my thing that I put in the chat, I sold it for over 170 grand.
Right.
And you can see I'm already 12,000 ahead. And I haven't even touched it. Well, I washed it, but that's it. That's all I did to it. Yeah, there's two versions of this, but that ain't like the Quantosh, is it?
The what?
The Lamborghini Quantosh, or whatever it's called.
I don't remember.
Almost looks like that one I used, or was that Ferrari? Remember Magnum PI, the old TV shows? I don't know if it was a Lamborghini or Ferrari that he had.
I've seen it before, but...
Yeah, and then you can just move it back to parking. Boom, it disappears like candy. And they have, you've seen the Porsches, because you got those on that game.
I don't have them. Not the DLC, that is.
Oh, this is... You don't have the Paganis? Well, that tells you what a Revolution looks like. The Pagani, that picture there. Then this is probably the cheaper Pagani of the three, because there's only three of them. This one right here is one of the hardest ones to find in the game. The Porsche 911 Carrera 4S. I got one, but and then this is probably my favorite Porsche is this one. The Carrera GT. I just love that car, it's really cool looking. And of course these are the old school. That's the 911 American one. And then they also have this one too, which is the RS America. I got so many fucking cars. Oh, this is another new one they added too. You know those like delivery type van things? The Corey Fret. That's what that is. I got both versions, the regular version. This one's a Voyage version, because I haven't rebuilt those yet. I have one of these. I did not know that. Oh yeah, and here's the other Pagani. This is the Tempesta. I haven't rebuilt those yet. That's pretty much everything in a nutshell. Less than 20 minutes.